REMROD Films.
So we're here with Remy Rodriguez of REMROD Photography.
Correct.
First, I'd like to thank you for taking the time out to do this interview. I know you just got back from Atlanta and you've been doing all this traveling, so I appreciate the fact that you're doing this.
Thanks for having me.
So let's begin by you describing more about REMROD Photography. So can you tell a little bit about when you started that?
Well, I started, photography my senior year of high school, which was 2005. I picked up the camera around that time. I gradually, continued to shoot pictures until 09. I said, well, maybe it's time for me to show the world what I can do. So 09 is when the business was first established.
And why did you choose a photography company? I know that you have many other side projects, but why did you feel that photography and more so music videos and commercials were really the area that you wanted to focus on?
Honestly, since I was a child, I always had the eye for, anything, whether it's music, seeing things differently than most people would see. So why not capture what I would see and show you exactly what I was looking at that maybe you had missed. And music wise, when I hear a song, I can get visuals in my head to, I know how this music video is supposed to look.
Another question that I have is regarding your recruitment. Now I know that you don't have many employees working for you, and I know that you definitely like to be the main person who touches everything because you like to make sure that everything is going the way that you want it. But how do you deal with recruitment?
Recruits, usually people either contact me to intern or possibly, just follow my work and, contact me saying, hey, I want to get down. So, I go through their work, their resume, what you would call it, but I just call it, their art, and see exactly what they're doing and if it can benefit me at all.
Thank you. Now, REMROD Photography, if I'm not mistaken, is your individual company, correct?
Correct.
Now, you have a company with your father that is called Hip Hop H2O.
Correct. Right.
And the water. How would you say that Hip Hop H2O has influenced your photography company? Maybe things that you've done differently, and how has Hip Hop H2O influenced you?
Well, it's definitely influenced me through, the whole fact of starting a company. Everything you need from, the business end, getting a label made or a logo made, slogan, getting it out there first. What are the steps to getting your company out there, letting people know that you're here?
Thank you. Can you tell me a little bit about the artists and the people locally and nationally that you're currently working with or that you have worked with?
I work with artists like Saint Lunatics, whether it's from Ali to Nelly to Murphy Lee, Keywine, City Spud, a couple guys in Atlanta, a couple artists in Atlanta that's on down there. A lot of local acts here, singers like Johnny Gill, just a lot of artists in general, that you probably will hear on the radio. Some are just local here that you might hear on the local radios.
Good. Now, you have your appraisal aspect to things, but what I was wondering is if you've ever had to maybe deal with any misconduct in the business, maybe someone that wasn't working the way that you wanted or did something inappropriately. How would you deal with that? How would you deal with your warnings or maybe the misconduct in general?
I try to give everybody a chance. We all make mistakes. I've had a couple encounters to where projects were late, but I brushed it off. I know what I need to do. So like you said at the end, it's my company. It all falls on me. So whether it's last minute crunch time, I'm gonna make sure it happens. So I take it all in my hands and I get it done in an orderly fashion at a perfect time. Sorry.
No problem. All right, now I have a question regarding your future expectations. Where do you see REMROD Photography develop into in 5 years?
Well, I really want it to be a worldwide company. I want to expand to where REMROD Photography is just not me. It's the Olin Mills, the Sears department, branches of photography with a whole bunch of the best photographers and videographers shooting videos under my name.
And do you have any advice for aspiring photographers or maybe videographers that are upcoming now in these new years?
Yes, you know, basically, you know what you're looking for, go for it. If this is what you really want to do, then everything is going to come to you. It's really not too much you have to do. Just keep quality work, you know, just do your clients, you know, the right way, and go from there.
Well, thank you for answering the questions, Remy, and I look forward to seeing more about REMROD photography in the future.
Of course, appreciate it.